Pukowitz, line up the cars.
Ryder Buchow, less
Full
than
drive
5.
expert drivers. Need you on the track. It is going to be Phil Rowan on the pole, Ryder Pukowitz on the 2, Robert Olander on the 3, Xander Valencia on the 4, Kelly Byers on the 5. I will need 3 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 3 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Get our cars lined up, please. We're locked and loaded with our 21.5 lock timing C main event. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Trying to find their way into the B main. Drivers ready, marshals ready. We are going at the sound of the tone. Rowan leading us out. Pukowitz in the 2. Olander looking to the inside on Pukowitz. They rub, they bump, they bump, they rump. Pukowitz puts it upside down. Going to drop back to the top 5. He'll get it going. A long 5-minute main event. Leading us out early on is going to be AARP's own Phil Rowan. Leading us out in the 2 is going to be Olander. Valencia in the 3. Valencia looking to the inside on Olander. Coming to the pitcher's mound, 2nd and 3rd. Back by timing and scoring. Olander looks to the inside on Valencia. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Olander puts it upside down. Grandboy is right there to get him. And then Pukowitz slices like a surgeon through his spleen up into the top 2. Valencia puts it upside down. Going to drop to the top 4. Race number 2, 17.5 lock timing, 2-wheel drive C-main event. Everson, Butterfield, Card, Washington. 4-car race. You are up next. I am going to need quite a few volunteer marshals after race 1 and 2. After that, I should be relatively okay, but if you guys hear me calling for volunteers, I greatly appreciate you guys hopping out there and helping me out. Rowan on top, working with the silver bullet. In front of timing and scoring. In the 2 is going to be the red and black of Pukowitz. And unless I'm told otherwise, top 2 runners will find their way into the next highest main. Unless I'm told otherwise. 130 in, 3:30 to go. Phil Rowan leading out. Working his way into the backside triple. Double single action out. In that 2 spot is going to be Pukowitz. Coming into the backside triple right about now. In that 3 spot, going to be Robert Olander rocking the all orange. Valencia with the white and yellow TLR coming into the backside triple section. Thank you, John. Oh, no! Valencia goes tripod on me. And not in the good way. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Rowan leading us out. Pukowitz in the 2. Olander going to be sitting in the top 3. Race number 2. 17.5 lock timing, 2-wheel drive buggy. You are up next. That is going to be Everson, Butterfield, Card, and Washington. I'll need these 5 drivers and 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 2. 3 volunteer marshals to help me out race number 2. Rowan on top, 12 and a 5:22 in the works. Pukowitz, 11 and a 5:09, working his way in front of timing and scoring. Olander. Byers now moving up into the top 4 with the all green, working our way through the pitcher's mound. With 3 in, 2 to go. Thank you, John. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Thank you, Brooks. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. It is Phil Rowan and Ryder Pukowitz looking to find their way to that B-man event. Olander and Byers going to be my 3 and 4. Valencia going to be my top 5. Thank you, Dustin. You're good, Kelly. Good job. With a minute to go, drivers. 1 minute to go. Lock timing C main coming at you next. Rowan, Pukowitz, and Olander. Byers in the top 4. Xander Valencia going to round out my top 5. With under 40 to go, drivers, under 40 to go. And again, hopefully y'all are having a fun time today. Appreciate everyone coming out on a holiday weekend. We know you have lots of choices in your flight plans. We appreciate you choosing Hobby Action Airways. Under 15 to go. Phil Rowan leading out 12 and a 5, 20. Pukowitz in the 2, Olander in the 3. And right now, looks like Rowan and Pukowitz going to punch their cards into that B main. That'll be race number 4 with time winding out, and that is a race. Keep them going. Ryder, you haven't crossed the finish line. Pukowitz, you're done. Olander, you're done. Valencia, you're done. Waiting on 2. I'm waiting on 2, drivers. Waiting on 2. Phil Rowan and Ryder Pukowitz, you guys are in the 21.5 lock timing B main event. That will be race number 4. Still waiting on 1, drivers. Waiting on 1. I will need 3 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out with the next race. 3 volunteer marshals to help me out with the next race. That is a race. Good job, everyone. Rowan taking the win. Pukowitz in the 2. Olander, Valencia, Byers rounding out my top 5. Drivers from race number 1, turn them off, put them down. Get you guys back on the track. Quarter marshals for me, please. I will need 3 volunteer quarter marshals. 3 volunteer quarter marshals. Help me out, race and number 2.
Nico Butterfield.
That's going to roll them out, check them in. I am looking for 1 volunteer marshal on cone number 4. 1 volunteer marshal on cone number 4.
Austin Cart.
And 1 volunteer marshal on cone number 1. I need 2 volunteer corner marshals, please. 1 on 1, 1 on 4.
One minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Yep. Well, that was uneventful. All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Riley Everson on the pole. Nico Butterfield on the 2. Austin Card on the 3. Washington on the 4.
Seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah.
And I popped it back in and just cranked a bunch of
All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Top 2 going to find their
15
way
seconds to the start of the race.
Into that B-main event. It's down to the zone. Everson leading us out. Butterfield in the 2. Washington in the 3. Card in the 4. 4-car dance, working their way through the back. Jump section they go. Again, thanking to my volunteers for hopping out there. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you on that. Watch backside triple. Watch backside triple. It is clear. Nico Butterfield going to be leading us out. Austin. Oh, boy. Easy there, Austin. Butterfield leading out. Everson and Card going at it. Washington going to round out my top 4. We'll need 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Race number 3. Expert 2-wheel drive stock B-main. You are up next. That's Calvario, Crone, Hastings, Schaefer, Meyer, Friedenreich, Young, and Tim Schmuck. Watch on the back triple. Watch on the back triple. Back triple is clear. Thank you, Kelly. And Butterfield leading out. Everson in the 2. Thank you, Ryder. Good job. Thank you, Mr. Olander. Nico Butterfield working his way in front of timing and scoring with the TLR. White with the orange and green off the end of the straightaway. Working his way in the front side double. Backside double by the timing and scoring scoreboard. In that 2 spot, Austin Card now finding his way up into the 2. So Austin trying to find his way up into that B-man event. He's keeping it rubber side down, keeping his nose clean. Everson into 3 with 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. Race number 3, 2-wheel drive expert stock. You are up next. It's Butterfield, Card, and Everson. 2 in, 3 to go. Again, I will need 4 volunteer quarter marshals after this race, at least 4 volunteer quarter marshals after this race. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Watch out front. Thank you, Mike. The leader on deck is going to be Nico Butterfield. In the 2 is going to be Austin Card. Card working his way in front of the driver's stand. Everson into 3. Thank you, Kelly. Good job. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. 3 in, 2 to go. It is Nico Butterfield with a commanding lead in your 17.5 lock timing C-man event. He's got 15 seconds on Card, who's got another 11 seconds on Everson. Card working his way in the backside triple right now, all green with the yellow wheels. Backed by timing and scoring. Down front straightaway he goes with 3:30 and 1:30 to go. It's Butterfield, Card, Everson. My running order. Nicely done, guys. Way to work together. Butterfield on top. Card in the 2 with 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Race number 3. Expert 2-wheel drive stock. Waiting in the wings. I am going to need at least 4 experienced volunteer marshals to help me out with race number 3. Butterfield, Card, Everson, Washington. Nelson and Hostetler taking a knee. Under 30 drivers, under 30. Less than 20. Butterfield and Card looking to find their way into that B-man event. It's going to be later on in the race program. That should be race number 5. So we'll have 2 races to get their stuff sorted out. We'll need you guys back on the track, corner marshal. And that is going to be time. Everyone's going to be done as you cross our finish line. Riley Everson into 3. You are done. Nico Butterfield and Austin Card. You guys are going into that 17.5 lock timing B-man event. Once everyone is done, marshals keep an eye on your areas. Easy, Austin. Waiting on 2. That is the race. All stop. Marshal, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Butterfield and Card, you are bumped into race number 5. Driver's race number 2, turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track, corner marshal. I will need at least 4 experienced volunteer marshals, please.
My Anonymous. John Calverio.
Awesome. Glad to see Expert is in the tune. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Go ahead and roll them out. Check them in.
John Young. Rami Nader. Jace Hastings. Chris Friedenreich. Tim Schmuck.
Qualifying order will be Tim Schmuck on the 8, John Young on the 7, Chris Friedenreich on the 6, Logan
1 minute
Meyer
to the start of the race.
on the 5, Riley
Logan
Schaefer
Meyer.
on the 4, Chase Hastings on the 3, Brad Crone on the 2, John Calvario on the pole.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
And Crone, last one by start finish line. No more laps. We'll line up the cars.
"30 seconds to the
Thank
start
my
of the race.
volunteers for helping out there. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you, Nils.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going at the sound of the tone. We're off and running. Two-wheel drive expert stock. Leading us out is going to be Calvario, Crone. Hastings putting his nose up into the 17.5 expert division after dominating the last series race we had in the 17.5 lock and 21.5, I believe. So good to see Jace putting his nose up there. He's sitting in the top 2 right now. Calvario, Hastings, Meyer, Friedenreich, Schaefer, Young, Marshall in straight, Chris. It is clear. Watching center, watching center, watching center, watching center. Watching center, watching center. It is clear. Out front is going to be Jace Hastings. Logan Meyer in the 2. Calvario in the 3. Crone in the 4. Schaefer in the 5. Young. Thank you, Garrett. Drivers, you have 1 minute in, 4 to go. Top 2 working their way through the back triple section. That is Jace Hastings rocking the all white. Logan Meyer with the silver and blue Losi in the 2. Calvario and Crone rounding out my 3 and 4. Schaefer in the 5. Young in the 6. 1:15 in, 3:45 to go. Lots of time on the clock. 3-car dance now working through that center section. Meyer puts it upside down. That's going to move Calvario up into the top 2. Hastings leading out. Calvario in the 2. Meyer in the 3. And Crone waiting to pick up some pieces with Schaefer in tow. Watch on the backside triple. Thank you, Austin. Oh, who is that? Hastings on top. Meyer going to be in the 2. Calvario getting it wrong on the backside. Brad Crone going to find his way up into the top 4. Watch front straightaway, watch front straightaway. It is clear. First, second, and third working their way through the slant straightaways. That is going to be watch on the back triple, watch on the back triple, watch on the back triple. Inside on the back triple. It is clear. Out front is going to be the all-white of Hastings, the all-blue of Meyer with Crone in 3, Schaefer in the 4, Young in the 5, Friedenreich and Calvario going at it. There's 4, 5, and 6, or excuse me, 5, 6, and 7. Down the front straightaway, there you go. Watch off the end straightaway, thank you, Chris. Hastings got a rear view mirror full of Meyer with Crone in tow. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Thank you, Garrett. Calvario and Friedenreich going at it. To the 5 and 6. Whoa, Hastings comes up short. That's going to drop him to the top 3. So now it is Logan Meyer on top. Brad Crone in the 2. Hastings going to drop it to the 3 with Schaefer in the 4. So all eyes up front with Meyer and Crone through that center tabletop. Double coming down the slant straightaways in the center. Watch back triple. It is clear. Watch back triple. Watch back triple. It is clear. 3:30 in. 1:30 to go. Race number 4. 21.5. Lock timing. B-man event. you are up next. Thank you, Nils. That'll be leader and second Cavani Johnny. You know what to do. Grazie, prego. Leading out is Meyer, Crone, Hastings, Schaefer, Calvario, and Friedenreich with under a minute to go for those first off the line. Under a minute to go for those first off the line. Watching center, it is watching center, guys. Watching center. Calvario and Friedenreich still going at it for 5 and 6. Coming in front of the driver's stand, they go. Meyer and Crone. Friedenreich and John, you'll have leader and second coming upon you next with under 30 to go. Under 30 to go. Hastings still sitting in the top 3. Schaefer in the 4. With less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Meyer's going to get by. Crone's going to get by. Friedenreich's going to get by with about 5 seconds left to go. Hastings going to have to wick it up. That'll be time. Battle going on for third and fourth. Hastings and Schaefer. You guys can be done when you cross our finish line. Johnny Young, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Waiting on everybody else. Meyer and Crone going to be going into that 17.5 Expert A main event. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Drivers race number 3, turn them off, put them down. I need you all back out on the track. Corner marshal, please. Meyer and Crone, you're going to race number 14. Meyer and Crone, race 14. Race number 4, 21.5 lock timing, B main event. You guys are going to be up next. I need all my 17.5 17.5 expert drivers back on the track. Corner marshal should not be back in the pits. You guys should all be out on the track. Let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in.
Drake
it's going to be Drake Deasy
Paul
on the
Fontaine.
1. Tyler
Phil
Ward
Rowe.
on the 2. Mike
Rich
Cock
Brown.
on the 3. Paul
Fred
Fontaine
Vaca.
on the 4. Fred
Tyler
Vaca
Ward.
on the
Ryder
5. Rich
Vichalis.
Brown on the 6.
Mike DeCock.
Riley Everson on the 7. Phil Rowan on the 8. Ryder Pukowitz on the 9. Drivers from
1 minute
race
to the start
number
of the race.
3. I need you guys back on the track. Corner marshal, please.
Riley Everson. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
And no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Waiting on a marshal. 17.5 expert two-wheel drive drivers.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I need you guys back on the track, please.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
Fontaine, you're in the 4.
Less than 5.
All right, top 2 jockeying for that A main event. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Y'all know the routine. Keep it clean. Going at the sound of the tone. Let's do a restart on that, gentlemen. That is your one gimme, gentlemen. Please pay attention. Let's keep it clean at the start. Fabulous. At the sound of the tone. Now we're off and running with your 21.5 lock timing B main event. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Again, sincerely hope you all are having a fun time with the races today. On our holiday weekend, Drake Deasy leading us out. Fontaine in the 2, Pukowitz, Vaca, DeCock, Rowan, Everson. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Watching center. Schmuck going vertical on me. It's kind of cool. Back out up front, it is going to be Drake Deasy leading us out. Fontaine in the 2, Pukowitz in that 3. Top 3 doing a little bit of a breakaway. Thank you, Riley. Cock, Rowan, Everson, Vaca. One out front, John. Thank you. John. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. 1:15 in, 3:45 to go. It is Drake Deasy leading us out. Pick up Deasy, he's working through the center double. Going back by the timing and scoring scoreboard. Fontaine in the 2. Pukowitz in the 3. DeCock, Rowan, Everson, Ward, Vaca, Brown. Gonna be rounding out my top 9. Race number 5. Who dat? No idea. Well, let's take a look. 17.5 lock timing, 2-wheel drive, B main event. You cats are up next. 17.5 lock B. You are up next. Marshall out front, please. Thank you, Logan. Watching the pitcher's mound. It is clear. Thank you, John. The back out up front, still going to be Drake Deasy. Working his way into the pitcher's mound. He goes. Paul Fontaine in the 2. Would you say that's the best thing since sliced bread, Paul? Because it is wonder. Just asking for a friend. Pukowitz in the 3, DeCock in the 4, Rowan, Everson, Ward, Brown, Vaca going to be rounding out my top 9. Again, you're watching your 21.5 lock timing B main event. 2:30 in, halfway home. Deasy, Fontaine, Pukowitz. $17.5 lock timing B main event coming at you next. Watch it out front, drivers. Thank you, Logan. Awesome sauce. That'll be second work with there, Tyler. Please hold your line. Second and third actually working with you there, Tyler. Please hold your line. Good job. And game on. So now Fontaine got a rear view mirror full of Pukowitz. Pukowitz got the trigger on full retraction mode. Wants to set his sights on Fontaine. He gets it upside down in the center with 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Right now it is Deasy on top. Fontaine in the 2, Pukowitz in the 3. Then it's DeCock, Rowan, Everson, Ward, Vaca, Brown. With 1:30 to go, drivers. Race number 5, lock timing, 2-wheel drive, 17.5 B main. You are going to be up next. I will need a couple volunteer marshals. I may have a guy going back to back. Vaca and Brown going at it. Nice. Watching center. Clear. Deasy hooked up and honking. Down the front straightaway he goes. He's got 4 minutes in. Keeping it rubber side down. Fontaine in the 2. There's Pukowitz by timing and scoring in the top 3. DeCock in the 4. Rowan in the 5. Everson, Ward, Vaca, Brown. Gonna be my top 9 runners in your 21.5 lock timing B main event. Oh, Deasy hooks up a pipe. Here comes Fontaine, and then Fontaine, he wants to choke it all away off the end of the straightaway. Puts it sideways like a sprint car. And then Deasy overdrives it, cooks it in. Fontaine gonna gap out a little bit with 25 seconds. Deasy getting it wrong again. And here comes Pukowitz now. So Pukowitz gonna vie out for the top 2 with under 15 to go. With 10 seconds remaining, they should get by for one more. It's gonna be a white flag lap. So all eyes on Pukowitz and Deasy. Off the end of the straightaway they go with 2 and 1. That is gonna be time. Finish lap you are on. You will be done as you cross our finish line. Gotta wait. Nicely done, Drake. And resume, gentlemen. Everyone is going to be done as you cross our finish line. DZ and Pukowitz. Pukowitz to the inside. So now it looks like it's going to be Pukowitz going to find his way to the top 2. Drake in the top 3, and that is going to be a race. I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Are blowing off your areas. Race number 5. 17.5 block timing B-main event. You are up next, Fontaine and Pukowitz. You are bumped into the A-main. Ryder, are you staying for the A-main? Yes, okay, thank you very much. Just making sure. Drivers from race number 4, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 4, I need you guys back on the track, please. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Yep, thank you. Thank you, John. Marshals to your spots, please. Let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Roll them
John
out.
Young,
Check
James
them in.
Michael Pachowis, Nico Butterfield, Bob Goodwill, Dave Rosen, Garrett Tate, Austin Card.
Qualifying order
Drake
will
Deasy.
be Austin Card
Bill
on the
Gordon.
10, Nico Butterfield on the 9, Drake Deasy on the 8, Goodwill on the 7,
1 minute to the start of the race.
Kowitz on the 6, Young on the 5, Rosen on the 4, C on the 3, Tate on the 2, Borden on the pole. Brown, chicken brown cow. Not break him in warm-up, gentlemen, not break him in warm-up.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
And with that being said, no more laps. We'll line up the cars. No more laps, we'll line up the cars. Race number 6.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Modified two-wheel drive coming up at you next. Modified buggy two-wheel drive coming up at you next.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's line up the cars, gentlemen. Line up the cars.
Less than 5.
Fabulous. 17.5 lock timing B-main. Let's keep it clean, gentlemen. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Going at the sound of the tone. Thank you, Riley. Watching center, guys. Watching center. Watching center. Gaggle of cars all getting into it. Marshall doing his best to get over there. Holy cow. Clean it up, gentlemen. Clean it up. Leading us out is going to be Borden. Watch out behind you there, Ryder. Good job. Marshall behind you, Ryder. Good job. And back to your spot. All right, Phil Borden going to be leading us out. It's like Tate in the 2, Goodwill in the 3. Pukowitz in the 4, C in the 5. One minute in, 4 to go. 1 minute in, 4 to go. It's Phil Borden leading out. Garrett Tate in the 2 spot. Bob Goodwill in the 3. Looks like Pukowitz in the 4. Rosen in the 5. Butterfield, C, Deasy, Card, and Young. Tate gets it upside down. Goodwill looks to the inside and finds his way up into the top 2 now. Race 5 on track. Race 6, two-wheel drive modified. Coming up at you next. Watching center, need a marshal in center. Thank you, Fred. Good hustle, sir. Now Goodwill and Pukowitz going at it through the backside triple. Pukowitz comes in a little too hot. Drops off the back door of Goodwill. 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. It is Borden, Goodwill, Pukowitz, Tate, Rosen, C, Deasy, Butterfield. With 2 in, 3 to go. Austin, you'll have the leader coming up on you next. Please hold your line. Grazie, prego. Goodwill and Pukowitz going at it in front of timing and scoring. Tyler, stand up for me, please. Thank you very much. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. It's all Phil Borden working his way. Keep it clean, gentlemen. Nicely done. Work together. Goodwill goes over the top on. Borden leading out. Pukowitz in the 2. Goodwill into 3. Pukowitz and Goodwill going at it through the center section they go with Tate in tow. Second, third, and fourth working through the back triple. Austin, you got second, third, and fourth working with you. And resume. Good job, sir. Nicely done. C and Deasy going at it for 5 and 6. Leader on deck, still going to be Phil Borden. Working his way in the center section of the track. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Marshall out front. Watch on from the straightaway. Clear. Thank you, Riley. That'll be leader over there, Johnny. You know what to do. Thank you, sir. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Battle still shaping up between Pukowitz and Goodwill. Off the end of the straightaway they go. Battle for final transfer, working through the slant double. Coming up on Young. You'll have second and third working with you. Borden through the back triple. Pukowitz and Goodwill through the back triple. Watch out front, guys. Watch out front. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate that. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. C and Rosen going at it for 5 and 6. Down the front straightaway they go. Leader's still going to be Phil Borden working his way through the pitcher's mound. Pukowitz working his way through the pitcher's mound. Goodwill working his way through the pitcher's mound. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Nico, you got leader and second coming upon you next. Please hold your line. Watch back triple. Thank you, Tyler. Watch it out front. Good job, Austin. With under 30 to go on the master. Watch in center. Watch in center. Watch on front straightaway. Outside on the front straightaway. It's clear. Thank you, Riley. Borden putting it upside down. That's going to move Pukowitz now into the top spot. Pukowitz and now Goodwill into the 2. Borden going to drop it to the 3. So Pukowitz going to find his way up on top in the closing seconds with Goodwill and Borden in tow. And then Pukowitz puts it upside down with less than 5. So 3-car dance working through the back triple section. Nico, you got leader second and third. Austin, leader second and third working with you. Time has expired. You will be done as you cross the start finish line. Pukowitz and Goodwill going to punch your cards into that A main. Phil Borden on the outside looking in. Waiting on everyone else. Marshalls, make sure you're grabbing those blowers. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 1. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall going to grab those blowers. Michael Pukowitz and Bob Goodwill, you are in the 17.5 lock timing A main event. That will be race number 15. Drivers from race number 5, turn them off, put them down. I need you all back on the track. Corner marshal, please. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Should not be looking for any volunteers. I need you guys back on the track. Corner marshal, please. Roll them out. Check them in, guys.
Kyle Adol. Black
Nico.
Stallion. My Anonymous.
You on a
Hero
marshalling
McNair.
spot, please.
Randy Locken. Dylan Dodge.
Thank you very much. Qualifying order will be the king of thumbs up. Kyle Adolph in the 6. Dylan Dodge on the 5. Hiro Nakai on the 4. Paul Weir on the 3. Brad Crone on the 2. Randy Locken on the pole. Dodge, last one by start finish line.
1 minute to the start of the race.
And no more laps. Marshall, your spots. Race number 7. 17.5 lock timing, 4-wheel drive B-main. You are going to be up next.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Okay. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Nakaya in the 4, Dodge in the 5, Adolph in the 6. Fabulous. 2-wheel drive, modified, B-main event. Coming at you, sound
15
of
seconds
the
to the start of the race.
And we're locked and loaded. RL leading us out with the 22X. Crone in the 2, Weir in the 3. 3 cars working through the back, double. To the short shoots. Crone looking high, looking low. Lock and Crone, Weir. Adolph. Dodge and Nakaya. Race number 7. 4-wheel drive, lock timing, B-main event. You are up next. Crone now finding his way around locking. He's got a rear view of Weir. 3-car dance to the back triple section they go. Weir gets it a little wrong. Gets marshaled out by Deasy. Good job, Drake. Thank you very much. Back out up front, it is going to be Locken and Crone going at it. Coming into the pitcher's mound, they go with Adolph in tow. Just waiting to pick up a couple pieces. Adolph in the collection spot. Looking to find a way into the bump. These two get into one another or make a miscue. Nakaya now moving up into the 4. Weir in the 5, Dodge in the 6. 130 in, 330 to go. It is RL. Leading out, 22X. Down the front straightaway he goes. In that 2 spot, going to be Crone with Adolph, with the Schumacher in that 3 spot. Nakaya in the 4, Weir in the 5. Crone pushing it wide. Adolph looking to the inside. Nowhere to go on that with 2 in. 3 to go. Crone gets it wrong. A little bit off the end of the back triple. Adolph under braking, looking to the inside. First, second, third, down the front straightaway they go. 2 in, 3 to go. Watch my start finish line. It is clear. Race number 7. 17.5 lock timing, B main event. Crone pushing it wide through the pitcher's mound. Adolph and Nakaya. And then Adolph hooks up a pipe, marshals out. Nakaya going to find his way up into the top 3. So Hero Nakaya rocking the X-ray. 1-up powered ride. Working his way through the slant triple, sitting in the top 3 right now. Setting his sights on Crone. Meanwhile, RL trying to keep it rubber side down. Crone and Nakaya down the front straightaway they go. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Thank you, Drake. Race number 7. 17.5 lock timing B main event. You are up next. Lock and Crone, Nakaya. Now Crone. Getting close, gets it wrong in that center double. Nakaya, so close he can taste it. They're working their way through the slant straightaways. With 1:30 left on the clock, it is Lock and Crone, Nakaya. First, second, and third. Working their way through the pitcher's mound they go. Top 2. Want a shot into that A main event. Nakaya all over the back door of Crone like white on rice, working their way through the backside double. Short straightaway, Crone pushing it wide. Nakaya diving into the inside, letting him know he's there. Through the back triple with 4 minutes in, you still got 60 seconds of butt clinching factor going on. So it is Lock-in, Crone, Nakaya. Marshall in center, this side, this side. Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate that. We're in. Adolph going at it. Oh, Crone gets it wrong in the center, collects Nakaya. So now Nakaya going to find his way up into the 2, and then they both get into one another through the backside triple. Nakaya nowhere to go on that. He keeps it rubber side down, alive for their lap with 35 seconds. It's still going to be Locken leading out. Crone in the 2, Nakaya in the 3. We're in the 4, Adolph in the 5. Oh, and Nakaya's car goes, boom goes the dynamite. With less than 10, Crone should get by for one more, and everyone else will be done as you cross our finish line. I will need these 6 drivers and 2 volunteer marshals to help me out. 2 volunteer marshals, so taking the win, Randy Locken. Brad Crone in the 2, Paul Weir going to find his way up into the top 3. Waiting on one. And that is a race. I'll stop. Mark's going to grab those blowers. I will need 2 volunteer marshals to help me out with the next race. 2 volunteer marshals to help me out with the next race. Crone and Locken, you are bumped into race number 16. Thank you. Appreciate that, Nils. All right, drivers from race number 6, I need you guys back out on the track, please. Drivers from race 6, need you guys back out on the track, please. And I am going to be looking for 2 volunteer marshals. 2 volunteer marshals. Thank you, Drake. Appreciate that, sir. All right, so going to roll them out, check them in,
Kenny Ratch.
Marshals, your spots.
Ryder Pachaus. Christopher Washington. Nick Averino.
This is going to be a 4-car dance, so I am going to be looking for quite a few volunteer marshals to help me out after this race. Need 1 volunteer marshal in the center of the track on cone 3. 1 volunteer marshal on cone 3. 1 volunteer marshal on cone 3. On the 3, Washington on the 4. With that, no more laps. Hero, want to help me out in the triple section, please?
1 minute to the start of the race.
No more laps. Line up the cars. I know. Thank you, Kerry.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
After this race, I am going to need 4 volunteer corner marshals. I'm going to need 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Hey, Kerry. Kerry, can I get you on cone 3 for me, please? Yeah. Thank you.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
And again, huge thanks to everyone coming
15
out
seconds
today.
to the start of the race.
Memorial Weekend Madness here at Hobby Action Raceway. So again, sincerely hope you all are having a fun time, trying to get you guys out of here in a timely fashion.
Less than 5.
Hopefully by about 7:45, that is the goal. Perhaps. Again, after this race, I will need 4 volunteer corner marshals. I need at least 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Up next will be race number 8, my 13.5 4-wheel expert B-Man event. All right, top 2 jockeying for that A. Driver's Eddie Marshall's ready. You guys are going to be going. Sound of the tone. Let's play nice. Leading us out is Ryder Pukowitz. Wreck in the 2. Averano in the 3. Washington in the 4. Averano and Wreck going at it. To the backside double. Watch on the backside triple, watch backside triple, watch backside triple. Leading us Next out is going to be Ryder Pukowitz. Puts it upside down. Navarano and Wreck right there to challenge. So first, second, and third working their way through the first set of straightaways. Race number 8. Expert four-wheel drive, B main event. You are up next. That'll be Stacker, Hernandez, Goodwill, Adolph, Young, Nakaya, Dodge, Friedenreich. Thank you, Hero. Out front, it is going to be Ryder Pukowitz. In that 2 spot, going to be the all-white of Wreck. Averano into 3. Oh, front stop, he had a Wreck. That was kind of dialed. I'll give you an A for effort, but a C for execution. Pukowitz leading out. Trying to punch his dance card into the A main like he did in 2-wheel. Averano in the 2, Wreck in the 3. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Race number 8. 13.5 4-wheel Expert B main event. You guys are going to be up next. 13.5 4-wheel B. You are going to be up next. Drivers, you got 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Watch it out front, please. Thank you, Nils. Pukowitz on top. Averano in the 2. Wreck going to be in the top 3. Three minutes in, 2 to go. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. And again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. Watch front straightaway, watch front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. That looks brokified. Rough bit of luck for Wreck. He broke the left front. He's going to pull it off. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. It's Pukowitz and Averano. Washington going to slide up into the top 3. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. Pukowitz on top. Averano in the 2. And I am going to need at least 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. We got 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. We are off and running with our 17.5 log timing B main event. And hopefully y'all have been having a fun time today. Track definitely got some gription going on, so. And hopefully you guys are having a fun time with it. I know she's got some character, but that's why they call it off-road racing. Race number 8. Expert four-wheel drive B main event. You kids are going to be up next. Again, I'll need 4 volunteer corner marshals. Less than 15 drivers, less than 15. Less than 5 drivers, less than 5. That is going to be time on the master clock. Keep them rolling, drivers. Keep them rolling until I call y'all done. Pukowitz and Averano, you guys are punching your card into that A main event. Waiting on one, waiting on one, waiting on one, drivers, waiting on one. And that is our race. All stop. Pukowitz and Averano, you guys are in at 17.5 block timing. A main event will be race number 17. Drivers from race number 7, turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track, corner marshal. And I am going to need about 4 volunteer corner marshals for me, please.
Chucky Stacker. Chris Friedenreich. Dylan Dodge.
Expert four-wheel drive, B main event. You guys are coming up next. Marshals to your spots, please. Again, I'm looking for 4 volunteer corner marshals, please. Looking for 4 volunteer corner marshals, please. All right, let's go ahead and roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in.
Bob Goodwill.
Looking for 1 volunteer
Eric
marshal
Hernandez.
on cone number 3. 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 3. It's going to be Stacker on the pole, Hernandez on the 2, Goodwill on the 3, Adolph on the 4, Young on the 5, Nakaya on the 6,
Kyle Adolph.
Dodge on the 8, Friedenreich.
1 minute to the start of the
Dodge
race.
on the 7, Friedenreich on the 9, or 8, whatever you want to call it. You all know the routine, and with that, no more laps. I got a clear check out of everybody.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
John Young, you gonna make your race? Huh? He left. How rude. And Hero.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
You're out? Okay. All right, kids, you know the routine. Top 2, you're going to find your way into that A main event. Let's get our cars lined up. Drivers
15
ready,
seconds to the
marshals
start
ready,
of the
going
race.
Sound, OD, Toad. Four-wheel drive expert off and running. Goodwill going to be leading us out. Stacker going to be leading us out. Hernandez and Goodwill into 3. Hernandez gets it upside down. Aravano right there to get him. Goodwill to the inside, into the top 2 now. Out front is going to be the Stackmaster, Chucky Stacker, leading us out. Goodwill in the 2. Dodge to find its way into the top 3. And then it's a gaggle of cars after that. Hernandez, Adolph, and Friedenreich. Race number 8 on deck, race number 9. Novice. Hey, man, you are going to be up next. Hey, Paul Weir. If you're not wanting to hang out, if you want to have Willoughby call Mod, it's up to you. Let me know. Thank you. Appreciate it if you do, but if not, I understand. Stacker leading out. Goodwill in the 2. Stacker right now rocking the all-white X-ray. Down the front of the driver's stand. Bob Goodwill with the red and blue. Sitting in the 2. Dylan Dodge in the 3. Hernandez going to find his way up into the top 4. Adolph in the 5, Friedenreich in the 6. .130 in, 3:30 to go. You're watching 13.5 four-wheel expert. 2 heats. Came to the call of Calvario, so that's all that needs to bring out the 13.5 four-wheel experts is have John Calvario call y'all out on Facebook. So do that more often, John. I like it. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Stacker, Goodwill, Dodge. Hernandez. Going to be your running order. Watching center. Thank you, Mr. Pukowitz. Appreciate that. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Watching center, watching center, watching center. Watch out behind you there, Chris. Nicely done. Leader on deck, still going to be the all-white up Stacker, working his way through the slant straightaway. Goodwill in the 2. Dodge going to be in the top 3. Hernandez in the 4. Adolph in the 5. Friedenreich around on my top 6. I will need my four-wheel drive expert drivers out on the track, and probably 2 volunteer marshals, at least 2 volunteer marshals, to help me out. Watch it out front, watching the pitcher's mound, watching the pitcher's mound. Thank you, Mr. Olander. Watching center. Thank you, Mr. Aravano. Stacker leading out. Goodwill in that too. Dodge into 3. Hernandez, Adolph, Friedenreich, Young. Watch off the end of the triple. It is clear. Oh boy, watch it out front. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Thank you, Kenny. Watch out behind you, Kenny. Watch out behind you, Kenny. With 1:30 to go, drivers. 1:30 to go. Race 8 on deck 9. You guys are going to be up next. Stacker leading out. The Stackmaster. The Stackalicious. The Stackoid. Leading us out. Oh, my. What was that? Were your eyes even open on that? Dear God. Less than 50 to go. Adolph giving us the tips and tricks on how to do front stoppies at the end of the straightaway, apparently. Under 40 to go, drivers, under 40 to go. Again, huge thanks for everybody coming out. If I don't get a chance to say bye-bye after you guys take off, it's been a slice. Got to see some folks I don't normally see out here, so that'll be second over there, Chris. Please hold your line. So again, thanks so much for coming on out, having a fun time with us on Memorial Day weekend. We'll do it all over again Wednesday and then Saturday again with under 15 to go. It's Stacker on top. Goodwill in the 2. Dodge in the 3. Hernandez in the 4. Hernandez, last-ditch effort on Dodge. Trying to find his way onto that podium step with 2 and 1. That is going to be time. Finish the lap. You are on. Everyone will be done when you cross the start-finish line. Uncle Bob, find your way into the top 2. You are done. Waiting on everyone else. Oh, boy. Watching center, watching center, watching center. Watching center. Waiting on 1. And that is the race. I'll stop. Marshall, can grab those blowers. I need all 7 of these drivers back on the track. Corner Marshall, please. I need Stacker, Hernandez, Dodge, Friedenreich, Adolph, Nakaya. I need you guys back on the track. Race number 9, Novice A Main, you are up next. Novice A Main, you are up next. Goodwill and Stacker, you are bumped into that A main event. All right, marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Novice drivers. Who all that's left, y'all can roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in.
Robert Olander. Elena Ash. Harry Royal.
It's going to be Michael
Anita
Sinchak
Maxwell.
on the pole. Steve Meyer
Steve
on
Meyer.
the 2. Elena Ash on the 3.
Michael
Robert
Sinchak.
Olander on the 4. Noah McKay on the 5. Brian Standish on the 6.
Noah
Carrie Royale.
Denise
on the
McKay.
7. Denise McKay on the 8. And Anita Maxwell on the 9. Drivers from race number 8, I need you back on the track. Corner Marshal, please. Now I'm going to be looking for several volunteer marshals, please. Several volunteer marshals, please.
1 minute to
All
the start of
right,
the
with
race.
that being said, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Eric, I'm going to help me out front, please. I am looking for 2, 3 volunteer marshals, please. I'm looking for 3 volunteer marshals.
45 seconds to the start
I
of the
need
race.
somebody on 8, somebody on 0, somebody on 6. Looking for 3. Looking for 3. Looking for 2. Thank you, Mr. Maxwell. Let's go and get our cars lined up again. Sinchak on the
30
pole.
seconds to
Meyer
the start
on
of the race.
2. Ash on the 3. Olander on the 4. McKay on the 5. Standish on the 6, Royal on the 7, McKay on the 8, and Anita on the 9.
15
And again, I'm
seconds to
looking
the start
for
of the race.
one volunteer quarter marshal on cone number 8. Jace, you can help me out? You're the best. Yeah, even though Hero didn't run, he should be out
Less
here
than
anyway,
5.
but that's okay. I won't call you out on that, Hero. Driver's ready, marshal's ready. Y'all know the routine. Sound of the tone. Have a little fun. Novice A main event, locked and loaded. You guys are off and running the beginners of Radio Control Car Racers. Thank you, Chucky. Watching center, watching center, watching center. Race number 10. Who dat? That's going to be my Mini Grom. Mini Grom. The Gromsters, the Grominators, the Gromoids, the Gromsters. You guys are up next. The Gromtastics. I got a million of them. Drivers, you got 1 minute in. There you go, Anita. I like your thinking. It's Sinchak leading out. Noah McKay in the 2. Robert Orlander in the 3. Let's play nicely. Watching the back second. Look at DZ go. Man, you would have thought you needed a step stool on that. That was pretty impressive. Watching center. Thank you, Kyle. Leading us out is going to be Robert Olander. Olander rocking the all orange with the black tape on the wings. To the backside triple, double single action out. In that 2 spot, going to be Noah McKay. McKay right now working with the blue and the yellow short course coming through the pitcher's mound. Gets it up on 2 wheels. And here comes Sinchak and Meyer. So second, third, and fourth. Thank you, Jace. Awesome possum. Here watching race number 9, race number 10. Race number 10. Woo! Mini Grom. Mini Grom. You're going to be up next. Watch out front, guys. Watch out front. It is clear. It's Olander on top. Meyer in the 2. McKay in the 3. Sinchak in the 4. Ash, McKay, Royale, and Maxwell rounding out my top 8. Again, good novice group. You guys are having a fun time. Keeping the rubber side down. That's what I like to see. No one has broken out yet. That's even better to see. Race 9 on track. Race 10. Mini Grom coming up at you next. Watch on the back triple. Watch on the back triple. Yahtzee. Tag, you're it. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. It is Olander on top. Meyer in the 2. Sinchak in the 3. McKay in the 4. Ash in the 5. You're watching race number 9, race number 10. Mini Grom. You guys are going to be up next. Mini Grom, you guys are going to be up next. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Sincerely hope you all have been having a fun time. Regardless of how you finished out. Remember, it's all about fun. I'm good with whatever. Over it. Watching center, watching center. Thank you, Aaron. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. You're watching race number 9. Olander on top. Meyer now into the 2. McKay in the 3. Race number 10. Mini Grom. You guys are up next. Olander working his way in front of timing, scoring down the front straightaway. He goes with 30 seconds left to go in the 2. It's going to be Meyer. Now Simchek, McKay moving up into the top 3. Meyer dropping it to the 4 with under 15 to go. Under 15 to go. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. With less than 5, everyone will be done as you cross the start-finish line. That is time. Everyone will be done as you cross our finish line. Olander taking the win. You are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshall out front, please. Jace, Marshall out front. Anita, you're done. Meyer popping up into the top 3. McKay falling apart on the end. Waiting on a couple cars. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshall, don't go anywhere, please. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blower. Start blowing off your areas. Mini Grom, you are up next. Novice drivers, I need you guys back on the track. Corner marshal, please. Novice drivers, I need you guys back on the track. Corner marshal, please. Novice drivers, need you guys back on the track, please. Novice drivers back on the track.
Jace Hastings.
And Mini Grand drivers, you can roll them out. Check them in. Need my marshals back on
Michael
the track,
Ambrose,
please.
Mike Reed. Ryder Pachowis. Chris Byers.
All right, so let's see if we can get this sorted out.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Jace, are you running which car? You running your dad's again, or? Cool. All right, no more
45
laps.
seconds
No
to
more
the start
laps.
of the
We got
race.
our cars lined up, please. Cars lined up. Jace Hastings on the pole. Chris Byers on the 2. Amrozowitz on the 3. Hastings on the 4. Pukowitz on the 5. Reed on the 6.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Jace Hastings
15
and Jace
seconds to the
Hastings
start of the race.
formally by the start-finish line. Okay, thank you.
Mike
Mini
Hastings.
Grom, y'all know the routine.
Less than 5.
That is not a box. Awesome. All marshal spots covered. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going at the sound of the tone. We're locked and loaded with our Mini Grom Madness on Memorial Day weekend. I'll give you guys leading us out early on. You gotta wait, and go. Race number 10 on Decker. Oh my goodness. Watching the back triple, watching the back triple. Mini Grom drivers, I need you guys to reel it in and keep it in check, please. Marshall in the center, please. Thank you, Elena. Ryder Pukowitz leading us out. Byers in the 2, Hastings in the 3, Hastings in the 4, with Amrozowitz in the 5. Marshall in the center carry. Pukowitz getting it wrong in the pitcher's mound. Here comes Byers. And somebody off the beaten path. Pukowitz putting it upside down. Thank you, Harrow. Oh, watch out behind you there, Miss McKay. Good job. Leader on deck is going to be Ryder Pukowitz. Chris Byers in that 2 spot. Byers gets it wrong. That's going to move Mike Hastings now up into the top 2. Byers going to be in the 3. Looks like Reed in the 4. Reed got it going on. Had a little bit of rough going in qualifying. Myers and Hastings down the front straightaway they go. Reed put it upside down. Now Jace going to find his way into the top 4. Race 11. You're going to be up next. That is Short Course Stadium Truck. Ryder Pukowitz leading us out. Chris Byers in the 2 spot. Hastings in the 3. You're watching race number 10, race number 11, Short Course Stadium Truck. You are going to be up next. I will need 2 volunteer quarter marshals after this race, 2 volunteer quarter marshals after this race, 2 assists. All right, now Ryder Pukowitz, full send. And hooks up a pipe. Carry. No, never mind. And I would love to say refrain from reverse if at all possible. Byers and Pukowitz going at it down the front straightaway with Hastings in tow. And so it's going to be Chris Byers leading out. Looks like Mike Hastings in that 2 spot, first and second. Working their way through the slanter section. Ryder Pukowitz in the 3 spot. And you're good, Mr. Reed. And then Byers hooks up a pipe. Mike Hastings now going to find his way up into the top spot. Ryder in the 2. Byers in the 3. Jace Hastings in the 4. Reed in the 5. And Rosewitz in the 6. Everybody all working on the same lap. With 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. Mike Hastings leading out, working his way into the pitcher's mound. He goes. Ryder. Wowzers. Watch front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. Front straightaway. Need a marshal coming on the front straightaway. It is clear. Thank you, sir. "45 seconds left to go, drivers. 45 seconds left to go. Race number 11. Short Course Stadium Truck coming up at you next. Short Course Stadium Truck coming up at you next. And I'm going to need 2 volunteer marshals to help me out with the next race. Right now it is Mike Hastings leading us out. Jace going to be in the 2. Reed and Byers going at it for 4 and 5. Or 3 and 4 with 25 seconds to go. 25 seconds to go, drivers. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Good job, Elena. Thank you very much. Jace puts it upside down. Thank you, James. With less than 5. Hastings is going to get by for 1 more. Everyone else probably going to get chopped at the line, and you will. That is going to be time. Jace Hastings in the 2. You are done. Chris Byers in the 3. You are done. Reed finishing out in the top 4. You are done. And Rosewitz, you are done. Waiting on Pukowitz and Mike Hastings. Waiting on 2. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Again, I'm going to need at least 2 volunteer marshals to help me out with the next race. Mini Grom drivers, I need you guys back on the track, please. Mini Grom drivers, I need you guys back on the track, please. Short Course Stadium Truck drivers, roll them out, check them in. Marshals to your spots, please.
Transponder 4312001, transponder 4347402. Transponder 99157055713.
Thank you. stays
Kyle
at number 5. That stays at number 5. Marshals to your spots, please. Qualifying order will be Kyle Ash, Logan Meyer in the 2, Tolbert in the 3,
Meyer,
Foisey in the 4,
Benji Tolbert,
Clenshaw in
Niels
the
Clenshaw.
5. With that, no more
Brandon
laps.
Foisey.
Marshals to your spots. All right, I got a clear check out of everybody. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Mr. Reed, if I can get you standing up for me, I'd appreciate it. Stand up, please. Mr. Reed.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Mr. Reed. Mike, stand up. Thank you. Race number 11 on deck. Short course stadium truck. Gonna be leading us out is Kyle Ash. Benji Tolbert in the 2. Foisey looking to the outside early on. First lead. Oh, my goodness. Foisey gets into the back door of Tolbert. That's going to move Logan Meyer up into the top 3 with Foisey in the 4, Clenshaw in the 5. Race number 11 on deck. Race number 12. I think that's 21.5 lock timing. I could be wrong, but I think it is. You're up next. Kyle Ash leading out. Tolbert in the 2. Tolbert going for a little parachute ride. Logan Meyer in that 3 spot. Foisey and Clenshaw going at it for my stadium truck. Foisey leading out on stadium truck with Clenshaw in the 2. With a minute in, 4 to go. I will need 3 at least volunteer corner marshals to help me out with the next race. Meyer puts it upside down. Drops off the back door of Tolbert. Tolbert rocking the yellow and pink. Working his way by timing and scoring. Meyer with the blue and silver with Foisey in tow with the blue and green. Clenshaw with the yellow and orange. Kyle Ash puts it up on 2 wheels in another zip code. Down the front straightaway he goes. 130 in, 3:30 to go. Race number 12, 21.5 lock timing, A main event. You are up next. 25 lock, A. You are up next. It's Ash leading out. Tolbert in the 2. Tolbert going wiggly quiggly. Foisey now going to set his sights on the top 2, second and third. Working their way in front of timing scoring down the short chute in front of the driver's stand. Meyer in the 4. .320 in. 2:40 to go. Foisey gets it wrong. That's going to drop Meyer now up into the top 3. Foisey back into the 4. 2:30 in. 2:30 to go. Ash, Tolbert, Foisey. Meyer, Clenshaw. Now Meyer up into the 3. Foisey into the 4. 2:45 in. 2:15 to go. Race number 12, 21.5 lock timing. Main event. You guys are going to be up next. I am going to need about 3 volunteer corner marshals at least to help me out with that race. Watching the center, watching center, watching center. Meyer puts it upside down. That's going to move Foisey now up into the top 3. Meyer dropping it to the 4. With 3:30 in, Ash puts it upside down. Race number 11, race number 12. 2-5 locked. That's Borden, Hastings, Fedara, Rosengroves, Byers, Wreck, Tate, and my 2 bump ins. You guys are going to be up next. Watch back triple, watch back triple. It is clear. 4 minutes in. One to go. Boise and Tolbert get into it. With 40 seconds left to go, 40 seconds left to go. Less than 30 drivers, less than 30. Race number 12. 21.5 lock timing. Hey, main event, you are up next. And I'm going to need at least 3 volunteer corner marshals, at least 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 12. Less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Boise and Tolbert might get by for one more with less than 5, and they do. It's going to be a run to the line. Meyer in the 2, Boise in the 3, Tolbert in the 4. Time has expired. Everyone will be done as you cross our finish line. Nils, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Kyle Ash, you are done. Logan Meyer, you are done. Brandon Foisey, you are done. Waiting on Monsieur Tolbert. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers, start blowing off your areas. I need all 5 of you back out on the track and 3 volunteer corner marshals. I need 3 volunteer corner marshals at least to help me out race number 12. Drivers race number 11, turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track, please. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I need you guys on your marshalling spots, please. Gonna roll them out, check
Eric
them in.
Pereira.
Jace, that stays at 5.
Kenny Ratch. Paul Fontaine. Dave
You're
Rosen.
at 4, right?
Mike Hastings. Nick
That's
Groves.
fine, let's drop it at 6.
Phil Borden. Ryder Pachowis. Garrett Tate.
All right, again, looking for 3 volunteer corner marshals.
Chris Byers.
3 volunteer corner marshals. Your qualifying order in the 10 spot, Ryder Pukowitz. In the 9, Paul Fontaine. In the 8, Garrett Tate. In the 7, Kenny Reck. In the 6, Chris Byers. In the 5, Nick Groves. In the 4, Dave Rosen. In the 3, Eric Ferrara.
1 minute to
in
the start
2,
of the race.
Mike Hastings. And on the pole will be Phil Borden. And Tate, last one by start finish line. No more laps. Line up the
45
cars.
seconds to the start of the race.
And I am looking for 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 0. 1 volunteer marshal on cone number 0.
30 seconds
in
to the start of the race.
section. 1 volunteer marshal on cone number 0, please. Need 1 volunteer marshal on cone 0.
15 seconds to the start of the
Seems
race.
to be the malfunction on lining up. Borden on 1, Hastings on 2, Ferrara on 3, Rosen on 4, Groves on
Less
5,
than 5.
Byers on 6, Reck on 7, Tate on 8, Fontaine on 9, Pukowitz on 10. Still looking for 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 0, please. 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 0. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. All right, 21.5 lock timing, A main event. Let's keep it clean, gentlemen. At the sound of the tone. Nicely done. Thank you, Benji. Good job. Our pole setter, Phil Borden, leading us out. Hastings in the 2. Ferrara in the 3. Ferrara now finding his way around Hastings. Through the pitcher's mound they go. So Ferrara going to pick up a spot early on opening lap. And it's going to be Reck, Groves, Rosen, Byers, Tate, Fontaine, and Pukowitz. Here running order first. Now Eric Ferrara finding his way up into that top spot. Hastings getting a little sideways. No harm, no foul. And you're good, Nick. Help him out, help him out, help him out. Back out of front, going to be the all-white. Eric Ferrara. In that 2 spot, going to be Phil Borden, your pole sitter. Kenny Reck in the 3. Hastings in the 4. It's like Tate in the 5. Pukowitz and Rosen going at it. And then, oh no, Ferrara gets it wrong coming out of the back jump section. That moves Hastings up on top with Reck in 2. Let's clean it up, gentlemen. Clean it up, clean it up. Watching the pitcher's mound, watching the pitcher's mound. So now Hastings, Tate, Reck. Holy shnikes. Ferrara, Borden, Groves, Rosen. Byers, Fontaine, and Pukowitz. They are all on top of one another. Wowzers. Hastings leading out. He's got Garrett Tate in that 2 spot. Eric Ferrara into 3. Kenny Reck in the 4. Nick Groves in the 5. Borden and Rosen going at it as well. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All off the end of the straightaway with Fontaine on the outside looking in. Oh, Tate gets it wrong in the back jump section. There goes Ferrara now into the top 2. Let's keep it clean, gentlemen. Keep it clean. That was anything but. So back out up front. Watch out coming up front straightaway. Nick Groves going to move up into the top 2. Ferrara into the 3. Borden into the 4. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. It is clear. Oh, Ferrara. No, busting out. Rough bit of luck for Eric. Yoey. Thank you. We got Mike Hastings leading out. Groves into 2, Borden into 3, Byers, Rosen, Reck, Pukowitz, Tate, and Fontaine. Race number 13. Vintage coming up at you next. Vintage coming up at you next. Thank you, Brooks. Mike Hastings leading out. Open track for Hastings, just keeping it rubber side down and his nose clean. Groves into 2. Borden into 3. Borden now trying to set his sights on Groves. Through the back triple section they go. Byers in the 4, Reck in the 5. Then you got Pukowitz, Tate going at it with Rosen in tow. 350 in, 110. 110 left on the master, guys. Hastings leading out. Groves now gapping into that lead. 1.2 was the gap last time by. Watching the pitcher's mound, watching the pitcher's mound. Watching the pitcher's mound, thank you, Brendan. So through the back jump section, it is Hastings leading out. Nick Groves in that 2 spot. Phil Borden into 3. Byers in the 4. You got Tate and Reck going at it for 5 and 6. Tate gets it wrong. Reck around the outside. He's going to pop up into the top 5 now. Oh, and Hastings gets it wrong in the back jump section. That moves Nick Groves up on top with under 20 to go. So now Hastings going to have to give chase on Groves. Borden into 3. Byers in the 4. Less than 10, drivers, less than 10. Borden's going to get by for one more, and then it's going to be a run to the line for everyone else. That is time. Finish lap, you are on. Byers in the 4. You are done. Rosen looks to the inside. Watch front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. Oh. Everybody getting in it. Groves and Hastings making it by with Borden into 3. So Groves going to take the win. Hastings into 2. Borden going to finish out in my top 3 in just a half a second. That is the race. I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 13, Vintage. You're coming up next. I'll give it a shot. Drivers from race number 12, I need all of you back out on the track, corner marshal, please. Drivers from race 12, I need you all back out on track, corner marshal. Race number 13. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. All right, Vintage drivers, you can roll them out, check them in.
Nick Valiency.
Drivers from
Steve
race
Meyer.
number
1
12,
minute
I
to
need
the
you
start
guys
of the race.
back on the track, corner
Mike
marshal,
Peacock.
please. Qualifying order will be Meyer on the 6, Valencia on the 5, DeCock on the 4, Tate on the 3,
45
Foisey on
seconds
the
to the
2,
start of the race.
Ash on the pole.
Brandon Foisey.
And Eric, if you want to grab 5 for me, appreciate it. Thank you. With that being
Kyle
said,
Ash. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. We're going to get our cars lined up. And I will
15
need
seconds to the
several
start of the
volunteer
race.
marshals after this race, several volunteer marshals after this race. Two-wheel drive expert, a main event.
Less than 5.
Coming at you loud and proud at the sound of the tone. Ash leading us out. Foisey in the 2, Tate in the 3, Valencia, Meyer, and DeCock. Race 13 on track. Race number 14, 17.5 expert two-wheel drive stock. You guys are going to be up next. Ash leading out. Foisey in the 2. Garrett Tate going to be in the top 3. Meyer in the 4, Valencia and DeCock rounding out my top 6. Out front is going to be Kyle Ash on top. Brandon Foisey in the 2, Garrett Tate in the 3, Logan Meyer in the top 4 with Valencia rounding out my top 5. Good mix of vintage. You got a couple of, you got a 10T out there, you got a T3 out there. Got an RC10, RC10 4-wheel drive. I think that might be a JRX T. Yeah, Logan might be driving. Could be wrong. No, it looks like. Race number 14, expert stock two-wheel drive coming up at you next. I am going to need about 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 14, or release 3 volunteer corner marshals. Oh, Tate tries to go big and was denied. 230 in, 230 to go. 230 in, 230 to go. Thank you, Eric. It is Kyle Ash leading out. Brandon Foisey in the 2, Steve Meyer in the 3. Tate in the 4. DeCock, Valencia going to be rounding out my top 6. Race number 14, two-wheel drive expert stock. Coming up at you next. And I'll need at least 3 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out with race number 14, at least 3 volunteer quarter marshals. Watch it out front. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Again, sincerely hope you all been having a fun time today. It's been a fun time. Marshal out front, marshal out front. Ryder, thank you very much. Good job. .330 in, 1:30 to go. You're watching race number 13, four-wheel drive, vintage here at Robbie Action Raceway. Race number 14, 17.5 expert two-wheel drive, 10-car dance of pure unadulterated mayhem coming at you next. With a minute 10 to go, drivers, a minute 10 to go. Ash leading out, Foisey in the 2, Meyer in the 3. Tate, Valencia, and DeCock rounding out my top 6. Less than a minute, drivers, less than a minute. Thank you, Chris. Good job, sir. Thank you very much. With under 45 to go, under 45 to go. Thank you, Paul. Under 40 seconds, under 40 seconds. Drivers, you got under 10, under 10. It is Ash leading out. Foisey in the 2, Meyer in the 3. And it's going to be time on the master clock. Keep them rolling, drivers, till I call you done. Ash and Foisey, you kids are done. Everyone's going to be done as you cross our finish line. Valencia, DeCock, you are done. Waiting on 2. And that is going to seal the deal for your vintage main event. Ash taking the win, Foisey in the 2. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. I am going to need 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 14. Thank you, Kenny. All right, drivers from Vintage, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from Vintage, I need you guys back on the track.
Flaming Lips. Lotus Tia.
Thanks, Nick. Good seeing you.
Marshals to your spots. Let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Rock, paper,
Willie
scissors
Smith.
for who wants what.
Floppy Mop.
Marshals to
Hero
your
Decay.
spots, please. I am
Add a
looking
six-pack.
for 1 volunteer
Passmore.
marshal. Actually, 2 volunteer marshals. I need somebody
Logan
on
Meyer.
6.
Mitchell Berkey.
I need somebody on 1. I need 2 volunteer corner marshals. This is a 10-car expert
1 minute
stock
to the start of the race.
main event. I need all spots covered. Watch back triple. Watch back triple. I need somebody on 1. Need a volunteer marshal on cone number 1. Stop breaking in warm up, kids.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Thank you, Eric. And Berkey, last one by. It's going to be Crone on the 10, Meyer on the 9, Berkey on the 8, Nakai on the 7, Passmore on the 6, C on the 5, Brown on the 4, Smith on the 3, Canfield on the 2.
30 seconds to the start of the
and
race.
Double L on the pole. Two-wheel drive expert stock. 2 heats to you kids today.
15 seconds
Nice
to the start of the
see.
race.
Get our cars lined up. Logan, that would be the 8 spot. Awesome,
Less than 5.
Awesome. I know. All right. Expert stock coming at you. Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Y'all know the routine. Expert is in the tune after all. Sound of the tone. And we're off and running. Your pole sitter leading us out. Double L. Canfield and Smith with Brown in tow. Nice single file dance. Everyone jockeying for spots. Passmore pushes it wide. Nakaya to the inside. So out front is going to be Double L. Canfield in the 2. Smith in the 3. C and Brown going at it down the front straightaway. They go. Nakaya, Passmore, Berkey, Meyer, and Crone, top 10. Oh, Spear gets it wrong at the bottom of the double. That moves Canfield up into the top spot. And then a gaggle of cars with Smith getting it upside down in the center. And then Spear gets it upside down, so now that's going to move Caden C up into the top 2 with Legend in the 3, Nakaya in the 4. Passmore now Smith in the 5. Top 2 front Raiders down the front straightaway, back triple they go. Brooks Canfield leading out. Caden C in the 2. Spear in the 3. Passmore, Smith, Berkey, Brown, Meyer, Nakaya, and Crone all going at it. Caden C looking high, looking low. Trying to find a way around Canfield. Double L in tow. Looks like somebody got it wrong in the center. That was Passmore getting it wrong. And then C collects Canfield. Marshall out front, please. Wowzers. Racing Etiquette 101. Y'all know the routine on that. Out front, it is going to be Spear. C. Willie Smith finds his way up into the top 3. Brown in the 4. Passmore, Canfield, Nakaya, Berkey. Watch back triple. It is clear. Crone and Meyer going at it. Race number 15, 17.5 lock timing. A main event. You are up next. Washington Center, Washington Center. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Back out in front, it's going to be the Double L. C in the 2. Willie Smith got the afterburners on full boogity tilt. Brown, Passmore, Nakaya, Berkey, and Canfield. Willie Smith now setting his sights on Floppy Mop through the center section. He pushes it wide and then tries to go Dak to the inside. And then just like that, C's going to drop to the top 4 now. Brown going to find his way into the 3. With 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Passmore waiting to pick up some pieces as well. Double L going to be leading us out. Through the back double section he goes. Willie Smith in the 2. Brown, C, Passmore, Nakaya, Canfield, Berkey, and Meyer. That's going to be your 9 front runners with 3 and 2 to go. Race number 15, 17.5 lock timing, a main event. You're up next. Thank you, John. Good hustle, sir. Thank you. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. It's Legend of Double leading out. Now C and Brown going at it. 3 and 4 through the back triple section with, and C comes up short. Right there to get him is Ash, but he's going to drop to the top 5. So Brown into the 3, Passmore into the 4, C into the 5, Nakaya in the 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Working through the back double section by the timing and scoring scoreboard. Spear and Smith gapping out. So third is going to be Aaron Brown, the all fluorescent orange. Passmore in the 4. Nakaya. Oh, Passmore gets it wrong. Nakaya now going to find his way up there. And then here comes Canfield. He's going to pick up a spot as well. So Brown into the 3, Passmore into the 4, Nakaya now moving up into the 4, Passmore into the 5. Canfield in the 6. Back out up front is going to be Double L. Willie Smith in the 2. Brown in the 3, Nakaya in the 4, Passmore puts it upside down. Canfield looking to the inside with under 30 to go. So that is going to be your closest battle right there for 5 and 6. That'll be third working in front of you, Brad. Please hold your line. Watching center, watching center, watching center. Watching center, it is clear. Smith hooks up a pipe. Here comes Brown with under 20 to go. Need a Marshall in a pitcher's mound. Canfield gets it wrong in there. Less than 15. Smith in the 2, Brown in the 3. Nakaya in the 4, Passmore in the 5. Canfield in the 6. With time winding out and 2 and 1. And that is going to be a race. Finish the lap you are on. And all I got to ask is, what flavor of Pringles is it going to be? Willie Smith, you are done. Aaron Brown, you are done. Brad Crone, you are done. Hiro Nakaya popping into the top 4. You are done. Waiting on C. Meyer going to find his way into the top 7. And that is a race. All stop. Marshall, going to grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. It was Legend, Smith, Brown, Nakaya, Passmore, Canfield, Meyer, Berkey, C, Crone. Your finishing order, race number 15. 17.5 lock timing, a main event. You are up next. Drivers from race number 14, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from 14, I need you guys back on the track, please. Should have every Marshall spot covered. If not, double up with your buddy. All right, marshals to your spots, please. Let's go ahead and roll them out.
James
Check 'em
Maxwell,
in, roll them out. Check 'em
Eric
in.
Hernandez, Sean Horton, Michael Pachaus, Andrew Bryant, Bob Goodwill, Nick Bayet.
All right, qualifying order will be Bob Goodwill on the 10, Michael Pukowitz on the 9, Nick Valenci on the 8, Nick Bayet on the 7, Brandon Foisey on the 6, Chucky Stacker on
Nick
the 5,
Valiency,
and
Brandon
Brian
Foisey.
on the 4, James Maxwell on the 3, Sean Horton on the 2, and Eric Hernandez on the pole. With that being said, Bayet last one by start finish line. No more laps.
1 minute
Line
to
up
the start of the
cars.
race.
This is your 17.5 lock timing, 2-wheel drive, a main event.
Chucky Stacker,
Spear. You want to let
45
Willie know
seconds
we're
to the start of the
next
race.
for Mod. Riley, why don't you help me out? Help me out over by Brooks. One looking one way, one looking
30
the
seconds
other.
to the start of the race.
I know you got it, but hey, slow your roll. I don't want you to overexert yourself. You guys remember, stay against the driver's stand. All right, I got a clear check out of
15
everybody.
seconds to the start of the
17.5
race.
lock timing, a main event. You all know the routine. Let's have a little fun, make your passes clean, and going at the sound of the tone. Nicely done. Good job, gentlemen. That's what I like to see. Leading us out early on is going to be your pole sitter, Eric Hernandez. Horton in the 2. Horton, here's a who? What? Maxwell in the 3. What? Bryant, Stacker, Bayet, watch back triple, watch back triple, watch back triple. Back triple is clear. Thank you, Caden. Race number 16, 2-wheel mod, coming at you next. Your leader on deck is going to be Eric Hernandez. Sean Horton in the 2. Maxwell in the 3. Top 3 doing a little bit of a breakaway on Foisey. In the top 4, watch back triple, watch back triple. Good job, Mitchell. Thank you very much. Pukowitz in the 5. Bayet in the 6. Goodwill in the 7. And it's going to be Stacker, Valenci, and Bryant. Rounding out my top 10. Watch out front. Thank you, Garrett. Watch out in the straightaway. That was like slow motion getting reeled back watching that Marshall. My name is I don't want to get the car. Watch back triple, guys. Watch back triple, watch back triple. Let's try and set the cars down, not pitch them down, please. Eric Hernandez leading out. Horton in the 2. Maxwell in the 3. Eric Hernandez leading out. James Maxwell in that 2 spot. Pick up your first, second, and third. Working their way through the center section of the track. That'll be second with there, Nick. And third, thank you very much. Good job. Watch off the back triple. Watch off the back triple. Thank you, Caden. Nicely done. Race number 15 on track. 16, 2-wheel mod. Coming at you next. It is Eric Hernandez. Maxwell in the 2. Sean Horton in the 3. Foisey in the 4. Pukowitz, Bayette, Goodwill, Valencia, Stacker, and Bryant. Watch in center, watch in center. It is clear. Thank you, Brad. Watch in center. Thank you, John. Hernandez under attack from Maxwell. Maxwell hooks up a pipe, collects. Horton. Horton now going to find his way up into the 2. Maxwell going to drop it to the 3. In the 4 will be Pukowitz and Foisey going at it for 4 and 5. Through the pitcher's mound they go. In front of timing and scoring down the front straightaway. And somebody going to be pulling it off. Watching center, watching center. Thank you, Brooks. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. It is Hernandez leading out. Horton in the 2. Maxwell sitting in the 2. Right now, Eric Hernandez working his way to the backside triple. Coming up on Bob. You'll have the leader working with you. You know what to do. Maxwell in the 2. Horton in the 3. In that 4 will be Michael Pukowitz. Foisey in the 5. Bayette, Goodwill, Stacker, Valencia. Going to be my top 9 running order. With 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Race number 16, two-wheel mod. Coming up at you next. Eric Hernandez on top. Maxwell in that 2 spot. Horton into 3. With 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Pukowitz hooks up a pipe. No harm, no foul. Foisey not quite close enough to capitalize for that top 4. Thank you, Caden. With a minute 15 to go, drivers, minute 15 to go. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Sincerely hope you all are having a fun time. We're in the final stages of our race program today. We got 3 more races to get through. And then we're going to put a fork in our Memorial Weekend madness. 140 entries. Solid. Starting to wind this one down with 45 seconds left to go. It is Eric Hernandez leading out. Nick, that'll be leader with you. Nicely done. Maxwell in the 2. Horton in the 3. Pukowitz going to be in the 4. Then it's Foisey, Bayette, Goodwill, Stacker, Valencia. With 35 seconds to go. Drivers, 35 seconds to go. Race 16, two-wheel modified. Bat Boys. You guys are up next. Watching the center. Thank you, kid. That'll be 3rd working there, Nick. Please hold your line. Less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Watching center, guys. Watching center. Thank you, Garrett. Everyone will be done as you cross our finish line. That'll be time on the master clock. Michael Pukowitz going to cross the line. You are taking home a top 4. Eric Hernandez taking it toe to toe. You are done. Foisey in the 5. Maybe. Here we go. Maxwell, you are done. Stacker, you are done. Waiting on 3. I'm waiting on 3. And that is going to be a race. I'll stop, I'll stop. Marshall, grab those blowers. We're blowing off your areas. Race number 16. Two-wheel mod. These right here. No. Coming up at you next. Guess I could probably finish the race. Drivers from race number 15, I need you guys back on the track. Thank you, Matt. Should have every marshal spot covered. No volunteers are going to be needed, so if there are extra marshals, double up in a spot like normal.
All right, drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal. Get everyone to their marshal spots. It looks like I need a marshal on the 5 cone. Need a marshal on the number 5. And then I need a marshal on the bucket on cone number 3. Need a marshal on the bucket in cone number 3 from that last race.
I should not be looking for volunteer marshals. There were plenty of drivers from 17.5 lock timing. Where's everybody at? I don't need 3 guys off the end of the straightaway here.
All right, guys, go ahead. Roll
Horton and Bayette, spread yourselves out.
Smith.
Find a marshal spot, please.
Chase Boyd.
Yeah, we're
Dustin
good.
Grant
I got
Force.
all the spots covered
Flaming
now.
Lips.
We Gucci.
Nick Saba.
I got
Aaron
Maxwell
Jensen.
in the center.
Randy Lockett.
Bayette off the
Leonardo Mose.
the start of the straight.
Zippy.
And yep,
1 minute to the start of the race.
that's broke. Maybe just lost a wheel nut, but it sounded like it broke. She broke.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, no more laps. No more laps.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
We'll get them lined up on the straightaway here. Local legend going to be on the 1. Aaron Jensen on the 2. Aaron Brown on the 3. Chase Boyd on the 4. Richard Lake on the 5. Willie Smith on the 6.
15 seconds to the start of the
Sava
race.
7. Dustin Grandboys 8. Locken 9. And Crone on the 10.
Less than 5.
All right. Looks like Marshall spots covered. Thank you, drivers. We are going modified 2-wheel drive racing on the sound of the tone. Going to be Spear leading us out here. Your TQ here in the modified 2-wheel drive class. This is race number 16, race number 17 drivers. That's 17.5 lock timing 4-wheel drive. Have them ready. You guys are up next. Spear leading the freight train over the triple and down the straightaway for him. Gonna lead lap number 1. Jensen in tow, then Brown and Boyd. Top 4 trying to break away from Lake. Spear coming up just a touch short. Jensen gonna get on the binders. Still Spear out front. Top 4 trying to separate again from Lake. Lake in that 5, Smith in the 6. Jensen gonna get around Spear. Spear leaving the inside open. So it's now Spear on the attack. Jensen out front. Aaron Brown in that 3, Chase Boyd in the 4. Willie Smith getting by Lake. So it's Smith in the 5, Lake in the 6. Then you got Locken, Crone, and Grandboys. Top 4 freight train, Boyd getting around Brown. Off the end of the straight there. So now Boyd moving up to the 3. He's looking for a way around Spear now. So Boyd, 2/10 off of Spear. It is Jensen, a little bit of a gap now between him and second place Scott. Spear through the back triple. Jensen, followed by Spear, Boyd, and Brown. Boyd looking to the inside of the pitcher's mound, nothing there. Second, third, and fourth bunched up now. Coming up on halfway. We're 2:10 into this one, 2:50 to go. Leader down the straightaway, second, third, and fourth in tow. Again, top 4 breaking away here from 5th place, Richard Lake. Lake in that 5, he's 3-8 up on Willie Smith. Still Jensen out front. Jensen white and red, a little bit about black, white wheels down the straightaway for him. Spear in the orange and blue, yellow wheels. Caution in the center double is clear. That was right in front of your leaders. They get by with no issues. Boyd looking to put pressure on Spear. Just can't find the inside pass on him. And 2 to go. We're 3 and 2 to go. Top 4 separated by, last lap was 2.2. This lap looks like a little bit less. Top 4 getting bunched up just a little bit. Separated by 1.7. Coming up on Grandboys. Grandboys gonna have your top 4 coming up on you. You know what to do. Second place. That was Boyd getting it wrong in the braking zone, so that's gonna move him back down to the 4. Thank you, Dustin. You'll have second behind you here in a second. Jensen out front. Spear in the 2. Thank you, Dustin. You'll have third and fourth. Third in the orange, fourth in the blue. Thank you, Brad. 1 to go, 1 to go. Jensen. Oh, Boyd to the inside of Brown. Going to get in the pitcher's mound. That's going to move Boyd back to the 3. He's coming up on Grand Boys. Grand Boys getting it wrong off the end of the straightaway. Collects Boyd. So that's going to drop him back to the 4. Let's move Brown to the 3. Still Jensen out front with 30 to go. 1.4 second lead for Jensen last lap. Now 1.7, so gapping out Spear here just a little. Brown not letting Spear get too far. He was only 1.5 last lap. Boyd making a charge here with 15 to go. Lake in that 5, Smith in the 6, and you got Grand Boys, Crone, and Locken. Oh, Willie getting collected with your leader at the end of the straightaway. Doesn't need to get marshaled. And that is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Richard Kachi at the line, done in the 5. Battle for the 2. Spear and Brown. Spear gonna get it. Jensen taking the win in that one. Waiting for a couple more. Waiting for nobody. All stop, all stop. That's a race. Jensen taking the win in that one. Spear in the 2, Brown in the 3. Then it was Boyd, Lake, Smith, Grand Boys, Crone, and Locken. Marshals, thank you for grabbing your blowers. Drivers from the last race back to the track to corner marshal. Race number 17. That is 17.5 lock timing, 4-wheel drive. You guys are up next. Have them ready. If I can get all my drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal, it'd be greatly appreciated. I should not need any volunteers.
All right, 2-wheel drive modified drivers. Need you guys back out on track. Thank you, Mr. Willoughby. Always appreciate the assist on that. All right, got a clear going on. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. All right, 4-wheel drive, lock timing, main event. Final 2 races. Let's go ahead and roll them out, check them in. I should have all my marshal
John
spots
Horton,
covered.
Bob
Do
Goodwell,
not be looking for any
Ryder
volunteers.
Buchowski,
Marshals to your
Paul
spots,
Fontaine,
please. Marshals to
Phil
your
Borden,
spots.
Nick Averino, Nick Bayet,
Got Aaron there, Willie there, Crone there.
Michael Pachos.
Aaron there.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Randy, if you want to grab the center bucket on cone 3, that would be
James Maxwell.
fabulous. All right, with that being said, qualifying order will be Nick Everano
45 seconds to the start of the
on
race.
on the 10, Ryder Pugwitz on the 9, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Paul Fontaine on the 8, Phil Borden on the 7, Nick Groves on the 6, Nick Bayette on the 5, Sean Horton on the 4, Goodwill on the 3, Pukowitz on the 2, and
30 seconds to the start of the race.
on the pole. Got a clear check. Y'all know the routine. Let's go and get our cars lined up.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Drivers ready. Marshals ready. You guys should be going sound of the toe. And we're locked in with our 17.5 lock timing. Main event. Maxwell going to be popping out of the cannon. Pukowitz, Goodwill, and Horton all giving chase. Horton gets it wrong at the back of the double. Drops 3 spots. Watch it, our front drivers. Watch it, our front. Pukowitz gets it wrong coming into the back triple section. So that's going to move Maxwell into the top. Goodwill into the 2. Pukowitz into the 3. With Fontaine, Pukowitz, Horton. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Aaron. Good job, sir. Out front is going to be James Maxwell. In that 2 spot is going to be Bob Goodwill. In the 3 is going to be Ryder Pukowitz. In the 4 is going to be Paul Fontaine. With Horton in the 4. Horton getting it wrong on the back triple. That's going to move Borden now up a spot. Thank you, Chase. Good job. Race number 17 on track. Race number 18 coming up at you next. Final race of the day. 13.5 4-wheel expert. Watch on the back triple. Thank you, Chase. It is Maxwell leading out. Goodwill in the 2. Ryder Pukowitz in the 3. Phil Borden in the 4. Fontaine in the 5. That'll be your battle for 4 and 5 in front of the driver's stand with Pukowitz and Horton in tow. Horton looking to the inside on Pukowitz. Picks up a spot. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. It is clear. Maxwell leading out. Horton getting it wrong on the backside. Thank you, Chase. It is James Maxwell on top. Bob Goodwill in that 2 spot. Maxwell and Goodwill working their way through the slant straightaways. Backside triple they go. In the 3 is going to be Ryder Pukowitz through the back triple. Phil Borden in the 4. Michael Pukowitz in the 5. Horton in the 6. Bayette, Fontaine, Averano with 2:10 in, 2:50 to go. Race number 18, final race of the day, 13.5 4-wheel expert coming at you. Now we got a battle shaping up for the lead. Goodwill trying to go full send on Maxwell. Not able to capitalize there. They're working off the end of the straightaway. Front side double, backside double by timing and scoreboard. Goodwill puts it upside down. Smith right there to get him, but here comes Ryder. Ryder now going to challenge and Goodwill hooks up a pipe. Spear right there to get him. Going to drop to the 3. .245 in, 2:15 to go. Pukowitz now going to find his way into the 2. Looks like Michael Pukowitz going to find his way into the 3. Goodwill going to drop it to the 4. And then you got Bayette, Horton, and Borden all going at it. Goodwill gets it wrong, back of the hill. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate the assist on that. Maxwell hooks up a pipe. That'll be leader over there. Nick, please hold your line. Thank you very much. Ryder Pukowitz in the 2 spot. Michael Pukowitz in the 3. Horton in the 4. Bayette in the 5. Borden in the 6 with Goodwill in the 7. Horton gets it wrong. Goodwill threading the needle between 2. Off the end of the straightaway. Setting his sights on Borden now for the top 5 with 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. It is James Maxwell leading out. Ryder Pukowitz in the 2. Michael Pukowitz in the 3. Borden in the 4. Goodwill now popping up into the top 5. And then you got Bayette, Horton. That'll be leader with you guys there. Sean, you got leader working with you. Please hold your line. Leader, don't force the issue. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. It is James Maxwell leading out. Ryder Pukowitz in the 2. Looks like Michael Pukowitz now finding his way into the 2. Ryder going to drop it to the 3. Borden in the 4. Goodwill in the 5. So that'll be your battle for 4 and 5 through the back double. Borden gets it wrong. Collects Goodwill. So now they're going back and forth at it with 35 seconds left to go, drivers. 35 seconds left to go. It is Maxwell leading out. Michael Pukowitz in the 2. Ryder Pukowitz in the 3. Borden in the 4. Goodwill in the 5. Watching center, guys. Watching center, watching center, watching center. With less than 10 drivers, less than 10, less than 10. Ryder getting it wrong. Here comes Borden and Goodwill. They're going to battle it out to the line for that 3, 4, and 5. Borden gets it wrong. Goodwill going to pick up a spot. That'll be time on the master clock. Ryder, you are done. Goodwill, you are done. Marshals, make sure you're watching your area. Still got a couple cars to finish out. Waiting on Michael. Waiting on one. Waiting on one. Waiting on Michael Pukowitz. And that is going to seal the deal. All stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Race number 18, 4-wheel drive expert coming up at you next. I need all of these drivers back on the track. Corner marshal for me, please. All right, drivers from race number 17, need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from 17, I need you guys back on the track, please. Race number 18, you can roll them out, check them in.
Logan
Roll 'em
Meyer.
out, check them in.
Brendan Wheatley.
Marshall
Aaron Jensen.
spots.
Jace Hastings. Chucky Stacker. Dustin Grandbois. Had a six-pack. Mitchell Berkey. Bob Goodwill. John Calvario.
All right, watch back triple, watch back triple, watch back triple. Marshals to your spots. Qualifying order in the 10 spot, Goodwill. In the 9, Stacker. In the 8, Grandboys. In the 7, Calvario. In the 6, Hastings. In the 5, Mitchell Berkey. In the 4, Canfield. In the 3, Logan Meyer. In the 2, Brendan Wheatley. And on the pole will be Aaron Jensen. With that being said, no more laps. Line up the cars, please.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, four-wheel drive expert, live and kicking 10-car dance. You kids know the gig. Make it clean, have some fun at the sound of the tone. We're off and running. Repulsor Aaron Jensen, locked and loaded right out of the gate. Let's do a restart, gentlemen. That is your one gimme. Go and bring them back around, line them back up, gentlemen. Guys are experts. That is your one gimme. Pretty sure we can do better than that. Fantastic. All right. Woosah. Sound of the tone, gentlemen. We're off and running. Much better. That's what I like to see. We're off and running. Jensen leading us out. Canfield in the 2. Wheatley in the 3. Hastings, Berkey, Grandboys, Calvario, Stacker. Off and running is going to be Aaron Jensen on top. Brendan Wheatley in that 2 spot. Brooks Canfield in the 3. He's got a rear view mirror full of Chase Hastings. Hastings dropping his nose into the 13.5 expert division. Puts it upside down. Going to drop 3 spots on that. That moves Grandboys into the 3. Calvario into the 4. Hastings into the 5. Canfield dropping it to the 6. With a minute in. 4 to go. You're watching race number 18. Final race of the day. Got a gaggle of cars getting it on the back. Triple. And looks like Canfield losing something. The car is broken. Just leave it off. Leave it off. That car is broken. Just set it down. Thank you very much, Ryder. Back out her front, Aaron Jensen on top. Rocking in the clean air. He's got Brendan Wheatley, though. Knocking on his back door. Gap is going to be 1.2. In that 3 spot. Looks to be Calvario. Hastings in the 4. Berkey in the 5. Grandboys in the 6. Meyer in the 7. Stacker in the 8. 140 in. 320 to go. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. Needless to say, track will be closed at the conclusion of this race. Main events will be posted up on our YouTube channel shortly thereafter. So if you want to watch yourself in all your regalia, check it out on our YouTube channel. And I would anticipate everybody needs to be packed up and motivated by about 8:40, 8:45 at the latest. Aaron Jensen leading us out, 14 and a 5:09. Wheatley with a 5:13. Jensen right now. Calvario in the 3. Hastings and Berkey going at it. Berkey finds his way inside on Hastings. That'll be your battle for 4 and 5. Off the straightaway with Grandboy in tow. Watch on the back triple. Watch back triple. Watch back triple. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Bob. Jensen and Wheatley down the front straightaway. Wheatley keeping Jensen legal and legit, working their way through the backside double. Through the short straightaways they go. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Watch center double, watch center double, watch center double, watch center double. Center double is clear. Thank you, Phil. Hastings now going to find his way into the 3. Then you got Calvario, Gramboy, and Berkey going at it 4, 5, and 6. Watch it by timing and scoring. Watch it by timing and scoring. It is clear. 3 minutes in. 2 to go. It is Jensen and Wheatley. They're gapped out by less than a second. Watch it center. Wheatley puts it up on 2 wheels. Drops off the back door of Jensen. Thank you, Phil. Good job. Aaron Jensen leading out. Working his way through the backside triple. Brendan Wheatley in that 2 spot. Hastings into 3. Gramboy in the 4. Berkey, Calvario, Stacker, Meyer, Goodwill. Canfield out early on. 3:45 in, 1. 15 to go. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. It is clear. Thank you, Michael. It is Aaron Jensen leading out. Brendan Wheatley in that 2 spot. Chase Hastings into 3. Meyer and Stacker going at it for 7 and 8 through the backside triple. They go with 45 seconds left on the master clock. Jensen clicking off in their lap down in front of the driver's stand. He goes. Wheatley, Marshall out front, please. Thank you, Ryder. Gramboy and Hastings going at it by timing and scoring. Hastings looking to the inside. Gramboy going to pick up the top 3. Hastings going to drop it to the 4 with 20 seconds to go. Let's keep it clean, kids. Nicely done. Berkey on the outside looking in with less than 10. 3, 4, and 5. Working to Marshall at the bottom of the hill. It is clear. Time has expired on the master clock. You will be done as you cross our finish line. Dustin and Mitchell, you are done. 3 and 4. Hastings in the 5. You are done. Calvario done. Goodwill done. Jensen taking the win. Wheatley in the 2. Waiting on 2. Stacker and Meyer. That is a race. All stop. That does conclude today's racing. Everyone, don't have to worry about blowing off the track. Appreciate it. So if you guys can grab the blowers, put them on the wall for me, I would appreciate it. That does conclude our race program for the day. Just put the blowers on the wall. Thank you very much. Thank you. And wish everyone a happy Memorial Day weekend.